ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's caught right side, Dixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So nothing separating. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Move 15. Check back 47. Watch the run. Run left, run left. Go get him. Go get him.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks.
Banjo. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, check. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, but now it's third and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
On third and goal, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal.
Check now. Slam.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready? Yellow lady. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Breeze now to throw.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, ready? 95-56, 95-56. 54. Here we go.
On second down, it's Murray. Powers through him. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We get down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Wilson, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will, because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
An incredibly short kick fielded way. Up there.
Come on, baby.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Tight ends Ringo, tight ends on Ringo, tight ends on Ringo.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. And an alley to run. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 5. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Talk about nice hit, boy.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught. It's Thomas. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else. Drop someone else out.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Tempo, tempo.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. That penalty against DJ Fluker, the behemoth out of Alabama. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go.
Check, 47. Zebra.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Run left, run left. Alert.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
One left. 47's the mic.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
47's the mic.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they're down in the red zone. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Switch. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
What? 47's the 14. Gun. Hey, easy. Cut the cut.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Run left, run left.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
To throw is Wilson. He finds Ursua. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wilson to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Mike, 56, Mike.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Run left, run left.
Wilson throwing on fourth down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Bridgewater to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. 60 yards.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7. Hill, he's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
61, match box, ready.
On 2nd and 12. Hill, and that's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get... back in coverage and knock it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Hill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So they... take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every...
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hill. Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Breeze here finding Kamara. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambled and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze gets this one to Hill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Defense wins championship, baby. Check. Crunch. Show kill. 21.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 1-yard touch. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, he can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
The big fella, the 40, the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 10 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 2.
Get ready, get ready.